then buy Windows.
We hear wheeze. Oh, fuck. What are we starting today? Gold one, 52%. Gold one. Oh, I feel great. I feel so fucking good, dude.
Select your hero.
Oh.
Select heroes to ban.
I gotta go shut up.
Welcome to Summer.
Oh, we lock in for surge, bro.
We're in this together. All of us. Follow my lead. I'll make sure this goes smoothly.
A fine day for charging and hitting things!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Stay focused. We have everything we need.
Tango in sight. Area denied. Railgun powered and ready to fire. Pinpoint accuracy.
The objective is
Not so fast.
Enemies over there.
Disrupting. Railgun charged. Need repairs. Dodge this. Railgun powered and ready to fire. Efficient design at work.
Oh, what? I was low enough HP just to get punched? Oh, I was getting hit by the soldier.
If they won't quit, neither will I. Railgun charged. the inn. Get yourself together.
Lightweaver here.
Disrupting. There's an enemy here.
Meteor strike.
Minor
This ends now. Cybernetics regulating.
Oh, I'm gonna slide. Fuck!
What am I missing?
I am on fire. Come on.
Dodge this. This ends now.
Yeah.
Might have to adjust my approach.
best round lost. Score 0-1.
Stand behind me, friends.
I envy your amicable relationship with your family.
You aren't in touch with yours?
We had a shouting match not long ago, if that counts.
Five, four, three, two, one. Round two. Capture the objective.
It's win or go home.
Railgun charged. Clear out. Railgun powered and ready to fire. Disrupting.
Team kill.
Recalculating. Not so fast. Railgun charged. Enhanced accuracy.
Push, push, push.
Dude, how's that Kiriko dying?
Yeah, I don't think we're winning this.
No
Bro,
sweat.
how are you dying,
Just
Kiriko?
need a new plan. Area denied.
What did we cleanse there?
Look at their DPS. Look at ours.
Dude,
Alright,
what did we
Conde.
cleanse there?
Look at our healing.
Turn.
Look at theirs.
What did we
healing.
cleanse?
Look at our healing.
Did we
Look at
cleanse a
theirs.
purple?
I did.
Weird.
This is weird.
Disrupting.
You're going 1v5. Good luck, right?
Dies first, I get it. Let's go.
How many deaths do you have?
You're fucking-
How many kills do you have?
God.
You're -3?
Gonna need a new paint job.
Yeah, y'all are all buns, bro. That one fight, bro, I killed Doom and Genji. The main was killing us. It was a what, 4v3, and y'all still lost the fight, bro. Yeah, y'all are all buns. So I don't know what y'all arguing for, cause y'all all.
You went +1, and you countered their tank. Your ass, man. Complete trash.
You got out carry, little bro.
Oh my god, holy shit, dude. Crazy.
Windows 11 professional OX version.
Oh, and that doesn't have all the other
No.
random bullshit? It does.
It doesn't.
It does.
I just made that up too.
I know you did.
No, you didn't.
Because it does.
You didn't.
It does, because I know
that's
you
how
can
out of touch
buy
you
all
are.
sorts
There
of-
is no OX version.
I don't know OX, but there's a Windows Pro version.
Yeah, Pro 64, yeah.
It used to be like Pro NT and Pro.
Oh, back in the day, the real one to get was Windows XP Pro 64.
Okay, this is an issue, guys, and I hate you, and I hope you feel bad about this. Underscore some dude. Destiny, can you be more specific about what you don't like about Windows? There's basic tweaks that can take away things like the Microsoft Store.
That you
do
have
you
to do
understand
that.
how fucked and how it is that you're telling me that there are ways that I can customize my OS to strip things from it that I've never asked for and I don't want and make me hate using it? Like when I drag my mouse sometimes to the corner of the screen, I get a whole ass thing. Now this one won't have it because I installed this using the command prompt go around, so there's no like login and there's none of that shit. But like there's like a thing where if I go to the corner of the screen, this whole like bar pops up with 50 million random things and I don't even know what any of it is. It's like Copilot is raping my face with a whole bunch of shit. I don't know what it is. I don't want any of that. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wake up and I can hear my
sweat.
computer screaming, help, help, and I run into my room. It's like, what's going on? This OneDrive is like breaking into my apartment. Like, put me back on. I need access to random files on your fucking computer. OneDrive is trying to sneak onto my computers again. When I installed OneDrive, when I installed Microsoft, when I installed Windows 11 on the first studio computer that we had down here,
Yeah.
okay, I don't even think I logged into an account, and all of a sudden it was opening up. And I was seeing like fucking files that my ex-wife from 2009 saved on some fucking random Windows install from forever ago. I don't even know how it has these files. I'm like, I don't have a OneDrive on any of my computers. I don't even know how it knows this shit. I hate it.
It is scary.
I hate it.
Yeah. That's wild. I don't like OneDrive either, and they don't make it easy to uninstall. But, you know, that's how they make the money.
It's impossible to uninstall. Not they don't make it it's like impossible.
There's steps that you can do. So, it's not time for Linux because I don't want to spend fucking 4 hours trying to find a solution to my problem, finally landing on someone else who has the same problem, clicking into the Reddit thread, and then the top answer is this message was redacted and anonymized.
You're
with
describing
redact.dev.
using this is like Linux in like 1998.
No, it's still like that.
Okay. I'm going to prove you wrong
You know what?
in 5 years.
I
okay?
actually, I feel so good. I'm like, I feel like I'm living longer because I'm making so many people's lives worse by redacting answers from the internet.
Yeah.
All this knowledge that could have solved your problem. I know all of you have done it too. You've all done a search and you've landed on a Reddit thread for something and you've got there and it's this message was anonymized with redact.dev and my dick gets 1% harder each time that happens, and it's happening more and more. You know, we have billions of redacted messages on Reddit now.
Billion.
With a B, by the way.
That's crazy.
God, it feels so good to know that I make so many people sad and miserable.
Crazy.
Twitch viewbot changes. What are the changes exactly?
Oh, they're detecting viewbots better.
Then not at all.
They were doing it before.
They literally were not doing anything at all before.
Well, they're certainly doing some stuff.
What stuff do you think was being done before?
Probably whatever the basic stuff is.
Like, what?
You wouldn't know anything about that. But basic viewbot detection. Now they've got advanced viewbot detection enabled.
It's just going to be like basic. Okay. Well, what does this guy have to say?
And even then I won't reply very quickly. And on Kick, I have 4 different people living on different continents and there's always someone available because someone's always at work. And on top of that, I have 24/7 live chat, which also works. Well, basically, she shut up then and I had no way to respond. But she told me that, well, if you have any issues, write anyway. But that's it lol. Oh, right? She also confirmed that there's still something like this, that there's a list of creators who are included on this special list, and that it doesn't matter whether this creator gets 1 report or 100,000. Always if you were to get banned, that the moderation team would confirm that this person should get banned, she has to approve it. A ban for people on that list. So she has to manually approve it for a given person to get banned. I have no idea who exactly is on that list. It's some group of the biggest streamers in Poland, but there's a list, and they can't get banned by a regular moderator. Only she has to approve.
What? No, summarize what you just said, Dan.
We're talking about viewbots here.
Yeah, what did you just talk about?
Don't put that on me.
No, tell us what he just said, Dan.
No, I don't
No,
want
I want to know what he just said.
No, you do that to me all the time.
No, I've never done that to you ever in my entire life. Name the last time. Pull up a clip of when I did that last time. Pull it up.
Fuck.
He doesn't have it.
That's like it's like a cheating debate tactic. I don't.
Was that an AI live translate?
I think they have this feature. Wait, what?
That's not his voice.
Prove it. Delward says in chat that he was with Overphone. I know for a fact
didn't even
that Sam's
notice.
on that list.
Yeah,
I know
because
I'm
you weren't
supposed to be added to that list.
No, I mean I didn't notice it wasn't him. I
But
wasn't
should be.
Watching.
And I have no idea who else is on it. But it's a list that, if someone is about to get banned, she'll
What's
clicks and attempt to monopolize. This exists on all platforms, but it's gone the most unchecked on Twitch. He's completely right.
We're
He
in
is.
this together.
And he knows a lot, and I know a lot.
Superior firepower's
And
good.
we know a lot of the same
superior
things.
They're not going to say
brain power's
anything.
better.
Oh, God. Just leave this. I don't care.
He's
I don't wanna
right.
watch these guys.
No, I'm very
nothing
interested.
is more boring.
Stop.
Nothing is more.
This is my best friend.
Fuck.
No. What? No. Hold it in. Think. What do you want to say about yourself? You want to be broken right now? Okay. Do it.
Nothing is more
No.
cringe
Stop. Okay.
than these guys constantly doing this. I know all the bad people, but I'm not gonna fucking quit. Woo!
Okay.
Train has literally been doing this song and dance for 10 years. Train has been doing this for so long that the original viewbots he must have been talking about are probably already dead, okay?
You should have said they can vote now or something. That'd be funnier.
Taking them down.
Because it'd be 18 years.
Railgun charge.
All right. LOL overruled response. Here we go. This is part of the bad, horrible, terrible week for Hasqueef.
True.
The air conditioner?
No, it's something. We're getting bombed.
All right.
Go.
LOL. Wait, relevant. Oh. Yeah, we'll do this
Get
one
yourself
first.
together.
We'll wait for Steve. Go ahead.
Area denial.
No, there's a lot. Holy fucking Jesus. Can ChatGPT finally read to you? What do you... Stay logged out.
Might have to adjust my approach.
Read this.
No! Come on! Go back.
Alright, you read it then.
Zoom in.
Why'd you not bring your glasses?
Live stream Twitch viewbot issue is way more prevalent and destructive for platforms than most people realize. It's a difficult problem and no one knows how to fix it yet. When my agency was running ads on Twitch, we noticed a weird problem. Our brand's conversions were worse the more viewers a stream had. The larger streams have the least sales. 500 to 1,000 viewer streams often have the best sales and outperform any 30,000 plus viewer creators. We initially attributed this to diminishing viewer returns, aka Dennis Gay, and large streams.
I am not gay.
We attributed this to diminishing
Not
viewer
that there's
returns,
anything wrong
aka
with that.
not everyone in a large stream is as invested as core small communities. This is untrue though, because the few large streamers that do have authentic viewership outperform on ad campaigns. Not everything else. We did some bidding and we're shocked at the number of top 100 broadcasters that are being view botted or view botting themselves. We estimated it is around 400 to 430 of the top 100, not including inbreds. It is incredibly easy to do. Up to a couple weeks ago in 2025, you could literally open multiple headless browser windows. The count is +1 viewer, and even now you can still count 2 viewers on 2 separate incognito browsers. Go try it. Twitch finally recently fixed this, so the current strategy is to spin up thousands of proxies through servers like AWS, ironically, and DigitalOcean. Twitch doesn't punish anyone for view botting unless a streamer shows it on screen, because according to them, we can't know if it's the streamer or someone else. However, even their enforcement is selective, with celebrities like Ray openly admitting in July to view botting and getting no punishment because Discovery is non-existent on Twitch. That's not true. There's Discovery now. And the platform is a kingmaker system. There's no reason to not view bot. Okay.
ViewBots are not only set up by streamers themselves, but also agencies and managers. This is to fool sponsors like me into paying $20,000 or $1 to $3 cost per concurrent viewer for viewers that are not there. So he's basically saying that as an advertiser, he was getting scammed, which is what I thought would be the case here. So if you're saying that ViewBots are out of control, like not only do advertisers have to have their shit around goddamn anti-Semitism and racist content, okay?
Brought to you by Rogue.
Now they have to pay 3 times as much as they should have had to pay also?
I mean, that's true, but I feel like sponsors would figure this out. I'm curious what the talk is behind the scenes for them. Because if you're running, because they know what their return is on these campaigns, they've got track.
Well, you know what it is. I think most of the ads on Twitch are run through Amazon's internal ad system, which is if you want to run ads on any of Prime Video, you have to also be included. Like a good example of this is like I want to run ads on DuckDuckGo.
Sure, wait, real quick. I understand what you're saying, but is this about ads that you're running with the ad delivery system, or is this about like you sponsor a streamer to do like a activation or whatever?
I'm pretty sure this would be an ad, but it could be also with the sponsorship. I think it would work either way. I'm talking on the ad system. I can tell you, for instance, on DuckDuckGo, if I want to advertise, they use Microsoft. I can't just advertise on DuckDuckGo. It is not an option. Microsoft makes you advertise on their entire search network. You can't just do it for DuckDuckGo. Amazon, as far as I know, is exactly the same when it comes to Twitch, meaning that you can't just advertise on Prime Video if you want to, push out some new game or some new, TV show or commercial or whatever, advertise it. Twitch gets included into that bucket, which is probably why so many people, ad execs at Amazon, were sitting in fucking meetings with Clancy when I was going fucking haywire. Anyways, okay. In 2025, most major brands had already run campaigns with horrible results, and so they told their agencies, their agencies simply don't advertise on Twitch anymore. The untold story is millions gone from creators and the live streaming platforms themselves because of this. This combines with the adpocalypse I wrote about here some months ago. We did that. Remember the picture of Hassan and Denims and Frogan, and they're all pointing up, and Clancy, and it says, "We did that."
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, that's like me. I did that, where I predicted a 40 to 50% ad revenue drop due to Twitch platforming controversial political content. This ended up being exactly what happened, and this 1-2 combo puts Twitch on a difficult path. I suspect the most prominent viewbotting streamers will be revealed in the coming months, one way or another. It's an open secret in the industry, and some broadcasters know where the bodies are buried.
Tomorrow, guys.
Of what?
All the viewbotters are finally going to be exposed.
It's only a matter of time before someone blabs. No one will miss these offenders, and they're usually synonymous with pushing scam sponsors and exploiting their viewers in various ways. Ooh, I feel like that just dropped some names. That right there, just saying those two things. So you're saying that people that viewbot have been known to scam their viewers and scam sponsors? Interesting. Can we think of any streamers that have done like rug pulls or things like that?
No, who?
Well, I'm not calling out any names.
Wait, why not?
Nothing. Just gonna say, phase up.
Oh, do we care about the phase?
Bruh!
I don't know.
I have no idea. Doesn't everybody think they're scammers?
Maybe. I was just kidding though. Phase. Aren't they a public company now?
They got their stock.
Phase stock. I remember someone's like, you should buy Phase stock. I was like, I don't think so.
Loser.
Is it still a public company? Hold on. Punching cat. Thank you. This was no, we only have one problem. The problem. Who is this?
Curtis Yarvin?
Do you know?
Supposedly some hugely influential guy on the right that a lot of these people like JD Vance like shouted him out and shit. And he's just like a weirdo like right-wing ultra. He's like imagine like a nerd version of like Steve Bannon kind of, I think.
So he's just. I mean, why would you say this? Doesn't saying shit like this basically make you untouchable forever?
He's like a super radical weirdo online guy. Like he's very
Oh.
We're in this
Okay.
together.
Anyways, thankfully more attention is recently coming to this matter via folks in the fold such as TrainerX and Asmongold, and I would trust their posts and clips on the subject entirely. They know a lot more than people give them credit for. That's you. You don't give them credit for it. And the fact that they're both on a very small list of people who have made it legitimately pisses them off enough to educate others about it. If you're concerned with this problem, Twitch, you need to set up manual investigative teams to analyze top Twitch streams, take down botnets. Yeah, these things are going to definitely happen, and issue cease and desist to major providers. That part I would. The most effective part of stopping viewbotting, unironically, is legal strategy. Way back in the day when I was making video game cheats, like I never touched Blizzard or at all. We would not touch Blizzard games because Blizzard was known to sue cheat makers. And that was effective enough to like keep a lot of people away.
Back then is that like having like a box that you're renting or like some kind of like distribution shit in another country, like people forget this, but like bandwidth actually used to cost money. Like I feel like bandwidth in space today is basically fucking free compared to what that shit used to cost. Like I without much experience could probably spin up like a whole bunch of shit in another country after like an hour of reading how to do it without like having any like major tech background at all. Not to say that it's impossible to go after people like this, but it's so much easier to hide your shit.
You know, I'll tell you what the problem is. It's not about hiding. Okay, it's when you get to a certain size, it's about payments. It's about getting paid. It's like, yes, you can keep yourself anonymous. You can make a website that's anonymous, but at the end of the day, you want to accept PayPal payments. You like, if you want people to like pay you money for view botting, they're not going to want to pay you in fucking Bitcoin. And even if they do pay you in Bitcoin, most of the exchanges now want to do some level of KYC so that you're not able to just get it out. Like it's different. Like back then, like if you didn't take PayPal or credit cards, like that was it. There was no crypto. Like those were your.
True.
I mean, there was some shit back then, but I forget what it was like. A green cash or something like that. Green buck.
I feel like PayPal was even the most important because like mom and dad would never let you put your credit card on the internet because they would assume literally no matter what you were buying. Dude, every person that played World of Warcraft or like RuneScape back in the day, like the biggest struggle was trying to convince your parents that putting their credit card online didn't automatically have all their shit stolen and all their money robbed immediately.
Yeah. I mean, so I think a very effective strategy against both cheat companies and viewbot companies and people that do this illegal shit is you start suing them because it has a massive chilling effect on anyone in the industry. Like it doesn't make it go away, but you ensure that it becomes hyper niche, way more difficult to find, and way less people are doing it at that point. When it's like I was ranking #1 for every term in Google. You would just type in like BF2 hacks and I would be #1, right? And like that, if you let someone get that big, you're gonna have a fucking problem. You want it to be like you have to go to a forum and then you have to message a guy and then he vets you and then maybe you can Western Union him some money, and that's how viewbotting should be. But they do nothing about it. Anyways, okay. Yeah, Benny Johnson doing this with his fucking YouTube channel is like stupid. He just like bought subs basically without any views.
Show me.
David Pacman did a pretty good thing on that.
Oh, I was so right on this guy. I said I think this guy's bought it. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you meet in real life? Like, oh yeah, I'm a huge Benny Johnson fan. He bought it his way to the fucking White House.
He's in the White House?
Kind of. Not like when people say in the White House like he's part of the government, but in the White House, they have like a streamer hallway set up now.
Really?
Like, look at his YouTube, Benny Johnson, new studio.
I refuse to pull it up, but I believe you. So he's in there with like Tim Pool and who else?
I don't think Tim Pool's there. Benny Johnson's there. I don't know who else got invited to do.
Jesus Christ.
He did a show in the White House? Oh, I thought he had like a new little temp studio because he was interviewing several people there. Because he did Ted Cruz and Mike Johnson. Oh, the Capitol, not the White House. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, David Pacman did a really nice takedown of this on his Twitter, I think. He made a post.
Well, what else? Talk me through the takedown. I'm just kidding. Go to the next. Go ahead. Dan
No.
I want to see the next.
No.
No. I don't want to interrupt from our constant stream of Dan Clancy and Hassan Piker and
Thank you.
whatever.
I don't want to interrupt either.
Wait,
Come
what is
on,
that green
Pac-Man.
box at the top? What does that say?
Here it is.
Wait, no, wait. What was that green thing?
Get verified.
Oh.
Recalculating.
This. All right. Read. You're reading.
I've been publishing political content.
Read it in a Jewish David Pacman voice.
No.
Yes.
No. He doesn't even sound Jewish.
Yeah, he does.
Did you know that David Pacman used to do videos?
Yes.
Have you seen the drumming one?
Yeah.
Good. It's a good video.
Did you know?
Yes.
You didn't know, but that's fine.
I did.
Did you know that me and David Pacman's family both come from the same
I
place
did.
in Argentina?
Yeah.
On one side. Not, I mean, obviously, my family mostly came from
Yeah.
Poland.
Yeah.
Recharging.
When they fled.
Dodge this.
Yeah.
This is not turning into because the Nazis fled to
No, what?
Argentina.
No, of course not.
Of course not. But you gonna keep reading or?
Yeah, you bought it. Okay, go ahead.
That's it. We came here. What am I wrong about?
Everything.
He doesn't know. You're just saying I'm wrong. Okay, so basically his
all I see is David Pacman is
his
insanely
subscriber
jealous.
numbers went up, but his views have never.
He's insanely jealous that Benny Johnson is a Chad and fucked him hard on his viewership, and now he's malting.
Yeah.
What I see.
True. Okay.
If they won't quit, neither will I.
I've got you in my sights.
Coming through. Area denial. Railgun charged. Dodge this. Not your finest hour. Let's shut it.
You are completely healed. My ultimate is ready. Reaching up.
My gift to you.
Breaking them down. You can't let them keep pushing. Stop that payload. I'm on fire.
Got the victory.
Disrupting. Precision and control. Hitting the ground running. They're moving the payload. Shut it down.
Round number. Stay sharp.
Railgun charge.
My sights.
Clear out. Efficient design at work.
Fucker, dude.
Come on, Vivian. Get yourself together.
I'm really feeling the heat.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Step right.
Breaking them down. Smells like smoke. That's the back of the bus. They think they can get away with anything back there, and they can. Do they have a beanbag back there?
Yeah. Bro, somebody fart. Somebody fart? No, somebody please. It's funny. Okay, I'll try.
Oh, it's so unfair.
$40. Yeah, 1 second.
Let's try and get away. That's not the kind of life you get to walk away from.
Please help me. Please, please help me. Please. I have a dog at home. I have a dog at home.
How'd they get a computer? They're bootlegging CDs back there. What is this, 2003? No. Time doesn't pass in the back of the bus.
Distributed. Throw it at the back of the bus and fart on it.
Look alive, girl.
Hi, you guys think I could get a CD?
Lydia, what's that poking out of your shirt?
She's running away. She's from the front of the bus. Fart on her, throw her at the back.
Don't do this.
All right, Isaiah, fart on her.
Please, don't.
We're here.
Oh.
Smells like smoke.
Such a pretty girl and no boyfriend?
My boyfriend just went into surgery with you.
Exactly.
And my Wix website really
blockade is going to lead to a famine. There is a percentage of the population of Palestinians that...
No, that's not what you said for months. You said they were starving and starving and starving and starving and starving and starving and starving. That's what you said.
They're not even people in the eyes of Israelis. 2 million. They're dying of mass starvation.
They're dying of mass starvation.
Will Israel take control of all of Gaza?
We intend to, in order to assure our security, remove Hamas there, enable the population to be free of Gaza, and to pass it to civilian governance. That is.
That's a brutal misspeak.
It's not Hamas.
We want to free them of Gaza. True.
And not anyone advocating the destruction of Israel. That's what we want to do.
Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have watched this. I should just watch Hassan's reaction to it. Oh, God.
Breaking news. Benjamin Netanyahu.
Free of Gaza and to pass it to civilian governance.
Brother, oh my Lord. This is illegal, by the way, under international law. Everything Israel does is illegal. Israel is an illegal entity. Israel, in the way that it currently exists and has expanded so consistently, has violated numerous international laws. It does not matter. International law only matters as far as someone, as far as there is, people who are willing to entertain international law, to regulate it.
International law only matters when everybody is playing by international law. If only one side is going to be enforced, then nobody's going to listen to it. Remember, I've said this a million times. I don't even know if Hassan knows the bad shit that Netanyahu is saying. A lot of this interview with Netanyahu was undermining the establishment of a unified Palestinian government. That's the insidious stuff that's happening here. But he's probably just going to focus on like lay epic genocide or whatever. International humanitarian law seeks to balance two different things, two objectives: the protection of populations that are not parties to combat, okay, civilian populations, and a nation's ability to conduct war. Both of those things are equally important. If either gets out of balance or if only one side is forced to adhere to it, then it completely crumbles and falls apart.
International law is inconsequential. In the simplest terms, whatever America says goes. If America doesn't think what Israel is doing is bad, then it doesn't matter. Israel can do whatever it wants to. Yes, he wants the population to be free of Gaza. That's what it was a Freudian slip, but it's more honest than anything else he said.
Are you saying today that you will take control of the entire 26-mile Gaza Strip, as it was 20 years ago to this month in 2005?
Well, we don't want to keep it. We want to have a security perimeter. We don't want to govern it. We don't want to be there as a governing body. We want to hand it over to Arab forces that will govern it properly without threatening us and giving Gazans a good life. The Hamas are a policy that themselves are trying to put into being, and we're doing everything to reverse that.
Also, here's another incredible moment. Via Amit Segal, the Trump administration is considering granting U.S. citizenship to 20 living hostages in Gaza to increase the chances of their release. This motherfucker will do anything but put an end to the genocide, bro. I swear to God. Like, this is the type of shit that's really gonna piss off his base. Like, who is this for, man? Take Israel's out of your mouth for...
This is, it's just unhinged, bro. Oh my God, dude. Everybody around the world loves dead Palestinians. It's just so good for them. If you're an Israeli actual genocidal freak, it makes you feel good. If you're Hassan, you love it because it gives you more shit to talk about. If you're in the international community, it gives you more rage bait. Like Hamas releasing all the hostages, I feel like that would undermine Israel's domestic support for the war in Gaza. It's a feeling I have. I could be wrong, but it takes a really big thing off the table. Or if Hamas was willing to say, hey, we'll give all the hostages back, Although Hamas has to agree also not to govern, but that's also fair, bro. It's Hamas are crazy. But I feel like they would. I think the Israeli military would lose a lot of moral authority in the conduct in the Gaza Strip. But I mean, as long as they still have it, they can keep pointing to that hostage.
1 second and try to think. Like, this is crazy. I'm not a firm and committed believer in the whole, like, Benjamin Netanyahu's compromise on Donald Trump, that Mossad has, like, a compromising footage of Donald Trump. But every single day, he behaves like a man who's caught children, okay, in the archives of, like, Unit 8200's basement or something.
No, he's just a boomer that has an undying and unwavering love and support for Israel and hates Arabs. He's a New York City real estate guy. What, do you think this guy has love for Muslims or Palestinians, for Arabs? Come on, what? What?
Like
you don't need compromat to explain Trump's undying support for Netanyahu.
Other day, he behaves as though there is just photographic evidence of his philia or something. I don't understand what this is. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And I know people will clip this and be like, Hassan doesn't want the hostages to be released. It's like, dude, there's a solution to releasing the hostages. It's called ending the genocide. What the is happening, man? I tried to mention this yesterday, but we'll see how successful they are in their attempt to occupy all of Gaza when they are being forced to make reserve battalions with soldiers up to 50 years old due to lack of manpower. I know. They can't do that without, like, forcibly conscripting the Haredi population, which will cause tremendous internal strife in Israel, in Israeli politics, because the Orthodox will say, no. There's just no way that Israel could just, like, maintain a permanent occupation of the Gaza Strip. I mean, it's tiny. The Gaza Strip is a tiny sliver of land, so I guess it's not as difficult.
Careful. I thought we agreed that it was an occupation the entire time. Now you're saying that they couldn't have an occupation there? Or you're saying the occupation would be meaningfully different? Or what?
Difficult as, like, Russia permanently occupying the entirety of Ukraine, or even the eastern Ukrainian territories.
Wait, what?
Could just, like, maintain a permanent occupation of the Gaza Strip. I mean, it's tiny. The Gaza Strip is a tiny sliver of land. So I guess it's not as difficult as, like, Russia permanently occupying the entirety of Ukraine, or even the eastern Ukrainian territories for a decent number of years.
Also, I'm trying to think. I don't know the answer to this question. I should know the answer to this question. I know that there were a lot of Jews that lived in Gaza prior to 2005, but Israel didn't govern the Gaza Strip, did they? It was governed by the PLO, right? Am I making that up? Who was the government? Who was the government of the actual governing body in the Gaza Strip prior to 2005, prior to the disengagement? Like in Oslo 1 and Oslo 2. Like, I know about, like, Hebron and all that bull that they do in the West Bank, but I feel like I have nothing in my brain about who governed the Gaza Strip. I'm not sure.
Years, but even then, they just can't do that without full ethnic cleansing, which is why I think they are trying to do full ethnic cleansing. Like
it might have been the Palestinian Authority everywhere else. Okay, and then martial law in the Israeli settlements. Okay, so similar-ish to the West Bank.
Most, they will try to turn the Gaza Strip into a West Bank-style structure with a civil governance division that is tied to Israel in the same way that the Palestinian West Bank-style structure. I think they are trying to do full ethnic cleansing. Like at most, they will try to turn the Gaza Strip into a West Bank-style structure with a civil governance division that is tied to Israel in the same way that the Palestinian Authority is. And
so everybody hates the Palestinian Authority, so Hassan undermines it as well. Yeah, they're bro. No one gives a dude. If you're a Palestinian, I guess you. Yeah.
And then continue whatever they're doing in the West Bank in Gaza.
Governance division. This is what I mean. This is the from the ultra pro Palestinian side. They undermine the PA because they think they're just basically a security subcontractor for Israel.
Gaza, which is, pogroms, more land acquisition, and the inevitable expulsion of every single person. Do you think they're also doing this to hide the actual death toll once this genocide is over? Yes. That is the major reason.
I like how they say the West Bank, including East Jerusalem, has been under military occupation by Israel since June 7th, 1967, when Israeli forces captured the territory, then ruled by Jordan. Shouldn't that say occupied by Jordan?
We're in this together.
Okay.
Inevitable expulsion of every single person. Do you think they're also doing this to hide the actual death toll once this genocide is over? Yes. That is the major reason. As I said time and time again, Israel cannot do a permanent ceasefire because once the dust settles, and there are inevitably going to be Western forces that intervene. There's going to be Western journalists that go in. There's going to be Western investigators that go in. And when the dust settles and they see the true magnitude of this genocide, it's over.
Why did you peddle about moving Gazans out and talk about other Arab countries taking them in? Don't you think that's irresponsible, advocating for ethnic cleansing? Based. You have a huge brain.
And also the reason
every single day there are starving Palestinians who love you and they appreciate your advocacy. Keep it up.
That go in, and when the dust settles and they see the true magnitude of this genocide, it's over.
And also the reason you see the flattened buildings is because Hamas booby traps every single building. So when we come in, we first have the population move, even though Hamas tries to keep them in the combat zone. But after they move, and we start to move into the neighborhoods that are now populated only by terrorists, they might be booby traps. So what we do is we put in an APC, an armored personnel carrier, with a lot of explosive, detonate it. It sets off all the booby traps, and buildings begin to collapse as a result of that. They're empty buildings, they're not populated buildings. Secondly, they built this underground terror tunnel network. Billions of dollars that they had, they didn't build Gaza up.
Liar. Liar for police. Lies. Lies.
Gaza terrorist city underground. So we now
liars.
Can Fox not fact check any of this? Bro, CNN doesn't even fact check this. Why would Fox? Like, every single thing he's saying is insane and completely wrong. Is there a tunnel system under Gaza? Absolutely. Except, once again, you don't have any right to keep killing Gazans. Like, what the f do you mean?
Yeah, okay, so maybe the city of Zion, maybe there are hundreds and hundreds of kilometers of tunnel underneath, okay, the Gaza Strip, sure, maybe.
Oh, there's a terror system. There's a terror tunnel system underneath. Okay, you have one too. The f do you mean? Do we just nuke?
Yeah, true. Well, they did the thing in Brooklyn, right?
Tel Aviv, then? What are you talking about?
You deny this charge of genocide. Totally. That's what you're saying. Totally. But last week, and you referred to it a few moments ago, President Trump mentioned the word starvation. And he pretty much said it is what it is.
I thought you weren't supposed to call them Gazans. Oh, did he do that? Uh-oh.
From his observation, looking at video and pictures. Were you surprised by that?
No, look, I think President Trump has been terrific. He's supporting us in so many ways. He understands that we have to get rid of Hamas. He understands that Hamas is also using their own interdiction tactics to prevent humanitarian aid going. So there's been shortages, no question about that. There's been also suffering. And what I intend to do with President Trump, we talked about that, we agreed upon that, is to overcome this.
Surprised you didn't put up the article about the IDF and the UN stuff. Oh.
With a humanitarian surge. So we're opening up safe routes to which aid trucks can go through. We're setting up, we're going to try to quadruple the distribution points that are manned by Americans. And we're doing a hell of a job distributing food to Gazans without Hamas taking over the food. And that's really what we're doing. And airdrops that we intend to do, we're already doing. And we invite other countries to join. So it's...
I guess it's important to see how he's lying. I don't even know how to, like... I don't know where to begin.
I feel like this would have been the harass article that his editor should have shown. IDF officials say no evidence that Hamas systematically stole UN aid in Gaza, New York Times reports. I'm surprised this wasn't the article that he tried to show her that, but okay.
Airdrops are not a sustainable way to deliver aid, okay? The international humanitarian organizations have all criticized the aid drops as the only aid delivery mechanism. As I already explained, there are 400 aid distribution sites inside of the Gaza Strip that were operated by the United Nations. There are thousands of trucks lined up outside of the Gaza Strip, filled to the brim with aid, waiting to be delivered. Israel is refusing to deliver this aid. They're just sending moldy bread and crumbs of food so that the international community can do a PR initiative and to allow Israel to continue its starvation, allow Israel to continue its genocide. The idea that they are going to permanently occupy the Gaza Strip militarily is, and openly admitting to that, is just an active recognition of the final solution. There is no permanent military occupation of the Gaza Strip by the Israeli state. This would be tremendously bloody for all of the Israeli military. They have to do this after genociding the entire Palestinian population. There's no other way that they can do this. And I suspect, and I mean, it's not even a suspicion at this point, it's just we're seeing it unfold in broad daylight. They are trying to ethnically cleanse the entirety of the Strip. They are trying to play this song and dance in an effort to not have like Western leadership basically say, you know, we're going to invade Israel militarily. What the f are you doing?
No one is invading. Bro, if the surrounding Arab states don't even give a about invading Israel, why the f do you think any Western country is going to go and invade Israel? What?
President Trump given the green light for your plan to take over the remaining 25% of Gaza and occupy all of it.
Well, you know, he understands that it's Israel who's going to do the fighting. It's not American soldiers. Did he give you a list? Well, he just says, I know Israel will do what it has to do, and we haven't gotten into that kind of discussion.
You know what's funny? You know what I just realized? Didn't Hassan joke about me agreeing a lot with Nazis or something when he was talking about my CNN thing? When him and Charlie Kirk debate, it's been a long time since they debated last. If Charlie Kirk is smart, Charlie Kirk and Hassan are going to have a huge overlap on a lot of different things. I wonder if, I wonder how that debate's going to go.
But we have gotten into a discussion on two things. One,
believe it or not, the Trump admin plans to further increase the reality distortion.
Charlie will support Israel, though. Charlie Kirk will certainly support Israel, but he'll definitely be in favor of not having the United States being involved directly and that there should be no U.S. intervention. He maybe might be against the bombing of the Iranian reactors. Maybe. I'm sure he supported it on Twitter, though, because Trump did it. But I feel like because they're both like hyper-populist, authoritarian types who have a disdain for liberal democracy. They're going to have a lot of stuff they could agree on. It's going to depend on how, I guess, Charlie decides to navigate that convo.
Field. The Trump admin plans to dramatically cut criticism of human rights abuses in Russia, Israel, and El Salvador in the upcoming State Department reports. The Post compared drafts to past reports. What I actually fear is maybe it's not over after the dust settles. What I actually fear is that like Western journalists go in, they cover it. All of these like humanitarian rights organizations go in and they cover the full magnitude, the full scale of the atrocities. The media still tries to do a pressure campaign, a censorship campaign, and people still go along with that same, now even more expanded permission structure for Israel. That is what I'm actually worried about. But I know that in his calculation, Benjamin Netanyahu worries that when they see the true magnitude, it will be undeniable that Israel has committed a genocide, and at that stage, I think the global community will take action against Israel. That is what he fears.
Let Gaza be governed by a civilian authority that is not Israel.
I don't even know how much Netanyahu gives a fuck about, because the global community, you guys have pushed it so far. I don't even know if he gives a fuck anymore. My guess is his biggest concern is domestic support, and then the support of the countries around him are going to be the most important thing for Israel. Because you guys have been just screeching genocide for 2 years. Like, doesn't matter.
Because I don't want to occupy Gaza forever. I don't want to govern Gaza. I want to have a different governance there that basically is willing to live in peace with Israel and give Gazans a different future. That's entirely different.
Thank you versus Palestinian.
Like, how interesting is it? I understand nobody gives about this. We'll get off this in a second. I'm sorry. How interesting is it that Hassan hates the idea of the Palestinian Authority being in charge of the West Bank or the Gaza Strip because they're just an Israeli sub-government division or whatever? But Netanyahu doesn't want the Palestinian Authority being in charge of the Gaza Strip either. Interesting how they both seem to hate that.
They should be shot and starved. I guess I just think that Israel's national security is entirely different. Thank you versus Palestinian prisoners should be shot and starved. I guess I just think that Israel's national security minister bragging about starving Palestinian prisoners and putting a bullet in their head should have made the news. I'm surprised that I've had to dealt with questions if the Palestinian prisoners have a fruit basket or not. And I say Palestinian prisoners must be killed, shot in the head. The law of executing prisoners will be passed on the third reading in the Knesset, and the law will mean we will give them a little to live on and nothing more.
I never trust these translations anymore. But this guy is unhinged and insane. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he said this, so that's what it is.
I mean, yeah, he also celebrated recently saying like they come in fat and leave thin when talking about starving prisoners. How many people in the West know that Israel's blocked the Red Cross from visiting Palestinian prisoners since October 7? Literally today, the state is in court seeking its 20th delay, citing national security. I'm telling you, it's the worst double standard there is. Anything Israel has ever claimed about Hamas, they have done a million times worse. The only reason why Israel can continue this propaganda initiative also is because of pure racism, through and through. Because Palestinians do live there, and they have communicated their own demise. They show it with the limited amount of internet that they have. They literally film this and go, this is what they're doing to us. But because we are an incredibly racist Western civilization society, we don't even listen to them. At least you do. Many of you in here do that, and that's the reason why you're 3, 4, sometimes 5 months ahead of where mainstream discourse is going. Because for mainstream press in the Western world, it's only newsworthy when it's far too late to do anything about it. Only then do they ever cover the events that are unfolding.
Like it's just such a naive and childish political analysis. Like, if that was the case, then why aren't we ardently defending Ukraine? Because Ukrainians are getting by Russians for, you know, a year plus, and we don't seem to be giving about that. If it's just about racism, if it's just about, sorry, 3 years. Wait, it's 2022, 2023, 2022, right? 3.5 years, not a year. 3.5 years.
There is perhaps no better representation of this than the famine stuff that's going on right now. The famine discourse is going on. Famine doesn't happen overnight. There are food stockpiles that need to diminish, that need to deplete. So for months, we said Israel's blockade is going to lead to a famine. There is a percentage of the population of Palestinians that...
No, that's not what you said for months. You said they were starving and starving and starving and starving and starving and starving and starving. That's what you said.
Are actively speaking out and actively talking about massive inflation in the marketplaces and how little food they have in the strip. That famine is imminent. Famine is imminent. Famine is imminent. It took hundreds of starving children to die and be photographed for people to finally go, okay, I guess famine did happen. How did this happen, though? We don't know. What do you mean we don't know? You don't listen to the Israelis that are saying famine is happening and we like it. You don't listen to the Palestinians that are saying...
Why would you listen to any Israelis? I thought they were all inbred, crazy, genocidal freaks that all need to be killed like the settler babies they are. Right? Like, he just undermines his own message so much.
We are being starved by Israel. And then after the events unfold and you start seeing the death and destruction, only then you turn around and...
Protests are being seen across Israel.
Destiny, the Ben Giver video is a mistranslation of Palestinian prisoners from Nukbas, aka Hamas's elite commando units who committed October 7th. Ben Giver is a genocidal, honest terrorist maniac, though.
I respect and I know
what is this?
And my sister has heard me say this. I feel like they're sheep.
Yeah, no,
They're
sure.
No, they won't
I need a Riz voice Hassan button.
get away from the herd, and if they do, they get kind of swatted at or
Yeah.
called into the office.
Yeah.
And Dad says, "Stop around and do it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he throws some T-shirts and signs it or some swag to them.
Yeah.
But it is this like kind of going with the herd. That's even when they're like, oh, "This is awful." I mean, I don't know. Epstein's really thrown a curveball.
Yeah.
That's been interesting to watch.
Yeah, that has been interesting to watch. The thing I wanted to talk about, that's something that we're going to get to. That obviously also Israel is another issue that I definitely want to talk about. But one of the things that I have seen is that there is this mechanism of whipping votes and making sure that you don't even have to extract concessions that the Republicans utilize effectively. Do you feel like the Democrats have failed to do so and command in the same way when they are in charge? Because one of the things that was very frustrating for me watching Joe Biden from afar, even before his unlimited genocide policy, was the very fact that
Did he just say unlimited genocide?
me watching Joe Biden from afar, even before his unlimited genocide policy, was the very fact that there were constantly like a revolving turnstile villain structure within the Democratic Party that would consistently spoil bills and would present themselves as opposition to the Democratic Party's agenda, things that they ran on, which was, again, like you said, not even pushing the needle as far as it needed to be pushed. And I think we all know. I mean, you don't have to name names, but you can just wink at the camera. Maggie Hassan, Joe Manchin. There's a bunch. There's a bunch of people. Kirsten Sinema was another one. There's a lot of like centrist Democrats. We don't have that. Doesn't exist within the Republican Party to the same degree. You have the Thomas Masseys. You have one or two people.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, excuse me. Do you remember the Freedom Caucus? What? You remember the whole Tea Party fiasco? What are you talking about? This doesn't exist now. It doesn't under Trump, the actual cult leader. As of recently, it doesn't. But
who just have like one issue.
But yeah, there are some. But again, they all fall in line afterwards.
Why is the Democrat?
But they also can have a few defectors, your Rand Pauls and your Masses or whatever, because they also have majorities, comfortable majorities that they can float a couple defectors sometimes.
The party unable to whip these votes.
I mean, I think it comes down to the fact that there are people like me and others that don't take corporate PAC money, and we don't follow the herd. We just can't. We just don't. I mean, I'm not.
I wasn't considering you a spoiler. I was considering like the centrist Democrats who are not actually considered a spoiler at all, but they are the ones who spoiled a lot of Biden's legislative agenda.
They never get attacked. It's bizarre. They, I went and had
Manchin never got attacked by what?
Press conferences in front of the White House because President Biden produced more fossil fuels than any president prior, and it was a frustrating issue of the fact that Earth is burning. We got to move with urgency on the climate crisis, and here we go. Democratic elected president is out there producing and saying, "Oh, we're doing all these great things in this bill," but you're producing more fossil fuels than any president in the history of our country, and I mean licensing increases and everything. But Hassan, like I can tell you that they sometimes have these names for members who pick up certain seats or are in states that might tend to be 50-50, or they end up protecting them. They end up being about them because they're all about, and it's the best saying I've heard, was a person that was fighting for Voting Rights Act. She was advocating for my office. She says Democrats are really good about keeping power and trying to keep power, but not using power.
Yeah.
And these folks that are centered, they don't know where they stand. It depends on which town hall, what they say to different groups. It's like they completely, but I saw people in very, very Republicanish districts stand for Green New Deal, like Katie Porter, and still win. She stood for Medicare for All and still won. And her district was very, very, leaning, I would say leaning Republican, had a lot of Republican base. But people knew where she stood. She was anti-corporate greed. She was for fixing our healthcare. She was pushing back against price gouging. With these folks, Hassan, I can tell you, as soon as they walk in the room, I go, here it is. They don't give a shit about the Democratic base. They are talking only to Republicans in their district. And that has always been, I think, very much a hindrance in moving some of the stuff, important things, especially what DSA's.
What is Katie Porter's? Was that California district super Republican? So in 2018, she won. Why can I not read? Dude, some of the people that run Ballotpedia, damn man, I feel so bad because I'm not trying to shit on the site. I suck at reading this website. Okay. These are for the California's 45th Congressional District for Congress. Okay. So in 2024, this guy, blue guy won barely, but he won. In 2022, Republican did win bigly, 5-point win. In 2020, Katie won bigly, 6-7 point win. In 2018, Katie won bigly. In 2016, Republican won bigly by 15 points, 16 points. Why does it look different? Why is the formatting different? Primary, okay, this is the primary election and then the general election. Okay. Oh, so you have to go before. I wonder what happened. I wonder what the big change was on.
Supports for working families. I mean, some of them were so angry that the UAW went on strike all three companies. They were like, why is he going all three companies? It's a terrible idea. And I was like, because the companies...
Well, they're using their leverage. Wow.
I know. Well, the workers were literally suffering. I mean, the whole bankruptcy, bailing the auto industry out. And they sacrificed so much. And when they were making record profits, they said, off. We don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And it took them striking all three big, the big three going on strike together at the same time. And, colleagues are, I don't think he should do that. I said, look at his members. That's why they elected, Sean and elected kind of a new leadership, is that they wanted.
People are saying they were redistricted in 2020, but the Katie Porter lady won before 2020, right? So that wouldn't have been the reason why.
Change right away. They felt like they were being shafted.
Hey,
and I couldn't
Veronica,
believe the so-called uncom center.
Yeah. I received your resignation? Yes, I also left a copy on your desk for your records. But it's effective immediately? I really would prefer a 2-week notice. Yes, I start my new job effective immediately, so today's actually my last day. I'm gonna have to ask you to give a full 2 weeks. What happens if I don't give a full 2 weeks? It would make you ineligible for rehire. With all due respect, Janet, I would rather sell my ass on OBT than to get rehired here, so I'm really not worried about getting rehired. You know, Veronica, giving us a 2-week notice, it really helps us out with being able to find your replacement. Didn't you just let Amy go last week, effective immediately, it not giving her time to go find a new job the same way you're asking for 2 weeks to find a new employee? It just seems like it's more for your benefit than for ours. Hey, Veronica, do you have a second?
Whoa, slow down. Door's behind you guys. Wrong way. The gym's all closed up. There might be a planet down the road that's 24 hours, but yeah, you're no good here.
No, you literally sold us the 24/7 access key, remember? For the low price of $300?
Ooh, why'd you pay all that?
Oh, you threatened to call the cops, so.
Well, your haircut was giving creep, so could you blame me?
Good one. We're gonna go work out, okay, Boomer?
Alright. What'd you say, Boomer?
Oh, that guy?
Hi! How about this guy? What's going on, guys? What are you guys doing here?
Trying to make a video.
I'm trying to make I didn't know you guys are shooting a documentary. Hey, video. Where's this going? Netflix? Don't care. Get out of my face.
Don't touch it.
Whoa, I'm a lot stronger than you, sir.
Right.
What are you gonna do about it? All right? What about you, weirdo? Huh? You don't have a whole lot to say. All right, stay over there. So what's going on? I'm being nice. You got a tripod. You're moving the weight. You're rearranging the whole gym.
All right, we get it.
Okay.
Get my tripod. I'm gonna go. Okay?
You do that. All right?
Let's go before Clifford, the big red douche, gets mad.
Whoa, slow down. Door's behind you guys. Wrong way.
Interest. I mean, the Republican, like folks within the Democratic caucus that were trying to push back against that.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, let the workers do what they need to do. Don't be a barrier.
Totally.
Back off. Let them do it. They're your residents.
Absolutely,
They want to
absolutely.
strike. Let them strike. Do not get in the way. If you want to work for the big three, then go join your board. Don't join Congress.
Well, they're going to do that after, probably.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
because that's usually what happens, right? Like they just,
Follow my
yeah,
lead.
they just quit, and then they're like, when they're done, at the young age of 87, they'll go and get a cushy like no-show job
That's
where
really
they
sad.
rake in 400 grand a year at least, if their immediate family members already haven't been hired by these companies. The way you've described this, though, I will say, has given me a little bit of confidence because you make politicians seem like they're actually human beings. Because from the outside, I can tell you how we feel. We look at them as like lizard people. We just don't like that's just barely a human.
From the outside? What do you mean from? How are you an outsider? You retard? You have so much access. Why are you still an outsider? Like, take a minute to learn anything about your political system, maybe? Maybe? I don't know.
In a suit that is just a mouthpiece that could be replaced by a chatbot that just says, PR messages from Raytheon and Lockheed Martin. So,
Well, some of them actually hide that you can get money from these folks.
Well, you make it
But
seem-
people need to dig because you'll see why they continue to vote for the defense budget. That passed on like 7 audits in a row.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, you make it seem as though they're
That audit talking point is nonsense, but
malleable. You make it seem like we could persuade them if we go to their town halls and like bother them a lot. But there has been one issue that I think people have been screaming about for good reason since October 7, 2023. And you're Palestinian. And obviously this is important to you for humanitarian reasons. It's also personal as well. And yet, in spite of the overwhelming amount of support for Palestinians, it is unprecedented in American history. 80 plus years of occupation, 77, 78 years of occupation.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Enemy team is pushing forward.
But in spite of all of that, a lot of Democrats are still holding on to this notion, this false idea that this is a salvageable relationship. We're of course talking, for those of you at home, about Israel's genocide of the Palestinians in Gaza. And the latest numbers have shown that this is a 92 to 8% issue in the Democratic base. 92 to 8%. So any Democrat that still is not on Israel time is just unable to read the room.
What's 92-8? Of a completely abandoning our relationship with Israel? Probably not, but...
Or there's another reason for it. And I feel like when it comes to stuff like this...
Can you elaborate on the audit talking point? They changed the way that they were accounting for a lot of the federal departments, for the way that they do their budgets. And once they changed that form of accounting, it was going to take the DoD like 20 years or whatever was the estimate, I think, or something, or like 10 years was the estimate to bring their accounting practices up to par. So it was expected that they wouldn't be able to pass the new auditing standard that they'd implemented. But the fact that they're failing the audits doesn't mean that the money is gone or disappeared completely. It's just that they haven't migrated all of their systems to the current auditing procedure. If you Google like Pentagon audit, new what happened or whatever, you see there's a million stories about it, but nobody actually does it. It's like all the lies that circulate about the insurance companies are pulling money from anesthesiology, so patients are going to be awake during surgery talking point, when the reality was just the most highly compensated doctors in the entire country were fighting to keep the highest compensation rates possible from insurance companies and didn't ever want to give up on any of their pay for it.
A lot of politicians around the world don't recognize that this is going to have a much more dangerous consequence for maintaining liberal capitalist democracy if that is their imperative. Because a lot of people are realizing, oh, there is no democracy at all. It doesn't matter what our voice is. It doesn't matter how loud we yell. There's no change coming.
Like, because it's diluting the voice. A very loud bullhorn right now in each district, Republican, Democrat, whatever. They are saying arms embargo. They are saying, pushing back and saying, stop it. We don't want you to fund this.
You know what? You know what would be, here's some free advice, but it's not advice because they don't actually give a fuck about political power. If leftists really wanted to gain power in the United States, and you think your messages are so goddamn popular that they would apply to literally anyone, why don't you, instead of going to these plus 30 huge blue districts and trying to primary the fuck out of our actual politicians who want to do work, why don't you go to a fucking Republican district that's like plus 5 red and go and show us how popular your messages are, and go and get U.S. congressional seats won in those districts. Go do it. You won't have to compete with the Dems, so you won't have to worry about the DNC backstabbing you or the corporate media. Just go fight against in the Republican districts that are already considered, foregone by the DNC, and go win votes there. Show us you can do it. And then when you get those people in Congress, woo, you have so much power. If you're winning seats in like plus 3, plus 4, plus 5 and over red districts, and now you've got members in Congress, ooh, that's a powerful caucus that you can form. You can start to pull a ton of concessions from the Democratic Party.
Get away from Netanyahu. He's a genocidal, make it war criminal. Why are we continuing to support this? Why, and again, even among the Republican Party establishment, you're seeing that move, right? But again, whatever the reasoning is, I can tell you, it's not just about the fund, the money from the pro-genocide, kill them all organizations. That's what I call them.
Yeah.
Those folks may be donating, and I know that it's a tremendous amount of money sometimes to candidates. But it's also some of my colleagues that I would consider progressive for Palestine.
Oh, yeah.
These are folks that are great on a number of issues. They're going to go out there and say, hey, UAE, what are you doing in Sudan?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Stop it, right? Or, whatever it is that they're out there speaking up about what's going on in Congo. But when it comes to Palestine and Palestinian people, because there's an intimidation and bullying that happens. And it is that they're out there speaking up about what's going on in Congo. But when it comes to Palestine and Palestinian people, because there's an intimidation and bullying that happens. And just so folks know, like, one of the second votes of this new Congress was to sanction the International Criminal Court for going after Netanyahu for the war crimes, for using, starvation as a weapon of war, for bombing hospitals and schools in 10, communities. And it was the second vote of Congress.
Yeah.
Second.
Nancy Pelosi once said, even if Congress fell apart, they would still get back up the next day and fund Israel. Like, even if Congress was destroyed, there would still be money for Israel. It was one of those, I don't know, I think it was like a JNA conference or something. A million of those things happen a year.
Well, I could tell you, so right after that, some of the new members, which I was really proud of them, they voted to not to sanction the ICC.
Yeah.
Within a week, there was a text message to their Democratic base in their districts, because many of them were in what they call state Democratic seats. They sent a text message, tell your Congress member, why did they expose our U.S. soldiers to a foreign court, and just wham it, call your member of Congress. And again, they didn't sign, hey, we're the pro-genocide, we want to kill all Palestinians groups.
Yeah.
They came off, again, using our U.S. military. No, this was to uphold international laws and international human rights laws. But they intimidate and bully. These are members that do not get money from the pro-genocide groups.
Yeah.
They don't.
So
you can look it up. They don't take money.
Didn't we already see this clip yesterday?
The Dems also funded this operation that seemingly has decided to go with like an active sex pest.
Yeah, we watched this. It's unhinged. What is this?
Far away in the podcast with you, Destiny and Hassan. Destiny said he'd go on. As I said, I said I would too. So there's just one guy left.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But I wouldn't bet on it. I certainly say that. I would not bet on it. But we'll see what happens. It really depends. Anyway, I'll go ahead and I'll look at it. 2v1? Well, I don't know about that. It depends. And so, yeah. It's always about me. Well, I'll watch this. We'll see what's going on. You see Mike from PA's back on Twitch? I did see that. I'm curious to see what he's going to do when he comes back on stream. Hopefully he can just be normal.
Imaginable cruelty of Israel. And there were people like the sex pest that were watching, like the sex pestity that we're watching here.
Dude. Okay.
Vote for your map. Select your hero.
where we are is, you know, it's a big foodie town, Providence, and the Brown kids loved it. You know, so like on paper it was great, but running it every day,
You will probably face a lot of problems with her in the near future, but that's actually exciting for you. That's good content. I'm sure you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't know, because I feel like I fully. Do you want a secret? Do you want the secret? You ready? Crazy people seem interesting because they're not standard, right? There's like something different about them. But more often than not, when you crack open like what's making somebody crazy, usually the answer is really boring. It's like some crippling self-esteem issue or some relationship with parent or whatever. Most crazy people just end up being really boring. So I feel like I understand like the dynamic of this family now. I don't know how much there's left for me to explore or crack into. So. Oh shit.
Oh shit! I'm muted. I'm sticking around.
Alright, what the was that? What the was that?
What was what?
What in the actual flying was that? Jesus Christ.
What was what?
You asked me to come on to talk, and then you sit there and you act like an awkward silence means that. Just say it, Destiny. You want to say it? Go ahead, say it. I'm abused. I'm not interesting. I'm an abuse victim. Go ahead. Go ahead. Is that what it is?
Didn't I already tell you that verbatim before we even had the call? Didn't I say I'm pretty sure you're being abused by your dad and I want to talk to you guys to figure that out? Isn't that what I said exactly?
No, you did not say that. We were joking around.
Wait, so I didn't say it, or I did say it and you interpreted it as a joke?
What did you say? Okay, you said we're gonna dig into this family shit as much as your dad is comfortable he can come along too. I went on your stream. You didn't say, oh, I think you're an abuse victim. Just say it to my face. Say it. Go ahead. I'm an abuse victim.
I thought I said this yesterday or 2 days ago. We were speaking in like on voice. I thought I said that. Yeah, of course. Obviously, I do. Didn't I say that? That's where I thought you picked up.
What's the abuse?
What's the abuse? I think that your dad kind of picked you out at when you were a little bit younger, and you were kind of like his little sidekick in fighting the rest of the family, essentially.
Okay, but I have a great relationship with my siblings, and you know, I have a close relationship with my dad. What is the fucking problem with that? Have you ever seen an abuse victim, Destiny? Have you ever seen an abuse victim?
Quite a few, yeah.
Okay, do they act like me?
Almost
Do they
exactly.
have a bright? Oh, okay, so most abuse victims have a bright personality, they're fun, they're engaging, and they're skinny and pretty. No, they're fat, blue-haired lesbians.
There are plenty of incredibly pretty abuse victims. I wouldn't say that you have a bright personality. I think you can be quite biting at times. But I think that you've picked up a lot of behaviors from your dad. I think that you are incredibly isolated with him. I think that him and you together, which is kind of weird, work as an attack on a family, on your family. You seem to fight with him a lot. I've seen you do it with your brother. I've seen you do it with your mom. And it feels like he looks at you way more as a friend and partner, not romantically, but a friend-partner, more than like a father-daughter.
Yeah, I'm friends with my dad. Are you friends with your dad?
No, they're my parents. I'm friendly now, I guess, but I'm 34. I'm an adult.
I'm an adult too. I'm not a baby.
I mean, you are an adult. You're 20 years old.
Yeah, I'm an adult, so I can be friends with my parents.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
you
an
didn't-
abuse victim because you're friends with your parents?
You didn't start becoming friends with your parents when you were 20. You started at 14 or 15 when he took you away from your mom and moved you into a hotel for a while claiming that she was the one abandoning the family.
He did not take me away. That was years into it, and I left with him, and I was 18 at the time, because we moved here, and then a year later, I was 18 or 19, and I left, and I said, I can't take it anymore.
Did you say you can't take it anymore, or did he tell you that you couldn't take it anymore? Because it sounds like all of the abuse that you recognize was done with his
I
assistance.
couldn't take any more living with a mother who didn't want me in her house because she thought I was stealing her husband. Does that ever occur to you that that could be the situation?
Does it ever occur to you that she might have a legitimate reason for feeling that way? If her husband was distant from her, wasn't helping her run the restaurant, was avoiding her in the household, and then was getting closer to you, going through your phone, looking at things, and then talking about leaving the household,
Okay.
do you think that
so
she might
you
feel...
side, So you side with a mother who said that she was angry at me for taking her husband away from her and that she wanted me to commit suicide. Good for you, dude. You're a defender of abuse victims for sure. I was abused by my fucking deadbeat mother.
Okay, so
and
number
you're
one...
another sympathizer.
Sure. Number one, I'm not here to defend abuse victims. I just think you guys are interesting. Number one. Number too. Your mom could be abusive as well. I don't actually know that.
You're a fucking coward. We came on, you said you wanted to talk, and then you have all these accusations right afterwards.
I didn't have any accusations. Here's my
Yeah,
opinion.
you did. You said you thought it was probably inappropriate, but you weren't gonna go there. Just fucking say it, dude. I never did anything inappropriate with my fucking dad.
I don't know if you did or not. I'm agnostic on that. I'm pretty sure I said just as much. I have no idea.
Why don't you believe me? Why don't you believe me? You're not gonna take my word for it? You're not gonna listen to me?
No, because
My word means nothing?
during the conversation we had, you were still covering with your dad. I think you probably do it quite often that you cover for your dad. I think you might actually be a little bit smarter than your dad, so you probably help him quite a lot with it.
So my word means nothing. So why the fuck am I on here if you're not gonna listen to me?
You don't have to be honest for me to get information from you. Sometimes listening to the things that you guys lie about gives you more information than you guys telling the truth about things.
What have I lied about?
It was more actually your dad's lies, but all the mess ups on timelines, him seemingly not remembering how he got into your phone, and then you graciously volunteering all of the information for us. Like these types of pieces of information, I think, give some kind of insight into the relationship that you two have.
Yeah, you know, you're a weasel. You set up a conversation. You said, hey, you know, you were friendly to me when I came on. You said, hey, I'd like to talk to you and your dad. And you were laughing when you watched these videos about us. Then you bring us on, you make it super fucking awkward, and then you say, hey, it looks like you guys are lying because it's super awkward and you guys are, you know, skirting around questions. No, we're just trying to have a fucking conversation and you're not responding. I don't know if you're like tired or whatever, or you needed a coffee, but like, it fucking sucked. It's not abuse to have an awkward situation.
I don't think it was abuse because it was an awkward situation. And right now, I feel like the reason why you're so upset is because me asking a long string of questions of you and your father to figure out kind of what's going on probably reveals more abuse than me just coming in and screaming, did he molest you? Because obviously you guys have probably dealt with accusations like that a million times in the past, but I'm not really interested in making those direct accusations because obviously you guys probably talked around them before. I was more interested in the dynamic of your family. And it seems like, coming up, it feels like there's a lot of weird points that are hard to explain in terms of how your dad functioned in the family, which isn't that big of a deal. I mean, like, people make mistakes, but the problem is that it still seems like it's going on today, and your mind seems to be pretty compromised in relation to all of it. But hey, that was my opinion. I could be totally wrong.
Well, why did you ask us to come on? I mean, I just don't understand. It was just awkward. Like,
I didn't think it was awkward at all. I thought it was incredibly interesting.
It was super awkward. And then you say like, oh, the silent pauses and awkward silences. That means that like you're covering for something. And obviously, when something's so awkward, you feel like you're gonna try to like get the conversation going.
Yeah, but you typically wouldn't make mistakes or volunteer contradictory information, right?
What was the contradictory information?
Well, for instance, when I asked your dad about the phone thing, it was interesting that he didn't seem to remember if he'd ever been in your phone before, how many times he'd gotten into your phone altogether, how he even got into your phone initially, whether or not he asked you. I feel like that would be a pretty big, usually
That's
moments...
literally not true. He said, I went into her phone without asking her. He didn't remember exactly what he did, but he said, I went in and I said I was sorry afterwards, so you're a liar.
I asked him directly. This was a direct confrontation. As I literally asked him, how did you get into the phone? And he was like, oh, I don't know. I don't even remember. I don't know how I got into it.
Eva, where are you?
They normally have passwords and stuff. And then you were the one that supplemented information there to cover his tracks, which is...
Or he just didn't remember. Don't you think you could be reading into something a little bit?
No.
No, so
I think
so
that
you don't.
when
So
you're-
my word means nothing.
I think that,
well, so I'm just an abuse
hold on.
victim.
I
Okay,
don't think-
fine.
Yeah, well, you can...
What is the point of me fucking being here? I don't understand. My word means nothing.
Well, the point of you being here is...
I've been brainwashed, right? I've been fucking brainwashed.
Sure, there's 2 points you being here. So one is, I'm guessing, your dad mainly, maybe you a little bit, really wanted you to talk to me so that you could help both of your guys' like blossoming YouTube careers or whatever, which is fine. I'm okay with that. And
You
the point-
asked me on. You asked him on too.
I did, yeah. I said I'd like to have a talk for you, but I'm sure he was really keen to get you to talk to me. I've seen the logs from Big Papa Fash and all of that of him trying to get you on other streams. I saw off stream, I watched a few videos of you guys, and I saw the other guy saying that he was donating super chats to try to get you to go on streams and stuff. So I'm sure you guys probably did you guys talk about coming on my stream before you ever reached out to me?
I think we were talking about, yeah, I mean, we were talking about a bunch of stuff because of the crowded thing. We were like, yeah. we want to talk to some, you know, bigger people because nobody's really taking his side. So yeah.
Okay, so right there, you gave me kind of like a maybe, but then you also recall
we did.
Yeah, okay, you did.
We
Yeah,
talk about all of the YouTube stuff.
that's good. Okay, because I heard you on another stream a while ago enthusiastically say that your dad helped you a lot in preparing for the debate with me. That it was a really big thing for him. So
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But he didn't tell me what to say to you. He was just like, you know, reach out, and we'll see if we can, like, you know, anybody will take us on.
Sure.
So, does that mean he's helping me, or does that mean I'm brainwashed? I don't know. Like,
well, he can help you, and you can be. I mean, I don't know if I'd say brainwashed, but like, I feel like you're in a pretty unhealthy world right now in terms of where you're being held at in life for his purposes. Like, I think you're very much being used to kind of advance his emotional, psychological, psychosocial well-being, essentially, right? His relationship with the world, his business stuff on YouTube, the way that he navigates the relationship with his family. It feels like you're like a pretty pivotal part in that, right? Like, you help him in fights with your mom, you help him in fights with your brother. Yeah, go ahead.
oh, but I have more subscribers than him. I mean, my career's taking off, not his, really. I feel kind of like, oh, okay, well, he's really helping me.
But it's going to probably be at his behest, and I'm guessing, this is just a guess, but do you ever help financially support him for anything?
No.
Never? Do you guys make any money from YouTube stuff at all yet?
No. We're kind of living off of, we sold some houses.
How do you sell some houses?
Well, I mean, we already went into my high school sexual history. Do I have to go into my financial history too? We sold some houses.
Well, there was a lot of weird holes in the financial history, but I didn't feel like digging through all the business stuff. I'm very curious, like, for instance, how the restaurant went under, who was the one loaning money to make that restaurant work, and how that was able to all dissolve without you guys losing any of your rental properties. But that's a whole other story. I don't really care that much about the financial stuff.
Not so different from mine.
Well, what your suspicion is, but I don't really, no, I don't help him financially. I don't understand.
Wait.
He doesn't even know I'm on here right now, so go ahead. De-brainwash me.
Wait, he doesn't know. Wait, no, okay,
Destiny.
Okay, go.
No, right now, Grace seems to feel like as though you ambushed her, you made her feel comfortable, you made her seem excited that you were willing to have her and her father on, and all of a sudden the conversation felt super, like, interrogationary, mildly antagonistic, as though you're trying to dig for something that they believe isn't there. But I want to clear something up. Weren't you clear when you were talking to your audience about the fact that you want to sit with them because you want to explore their dynamic, and that's what you are doing right now?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I even said that to her when she was on stream. That's what I thought, but... No, I'm pretty sure I said that, actually. Hold on, I'm not gonna let myself get gaslit here as well. Yeah,
Perfect.
I did.
Grace, where is your misconceptions coming from? If he made it clear that he wants to explore the dynamic between you and your father, which includes asking the questions that he did today, why do you feel as though he ambushed you and he presented himself in a way that wasn't true to what he did to you today, you and your father?
Well, I mean, I'd rather if somebody just says, like, hey, do you fuck your dad, rather than saying, like, hey, how did you feel when your dad went through your phone in this really creepy, low voice? Like, I don't know, dude. I didn't love it, but, like, also, I feel like I have to respect him as a parent, and it's okay for him to, like, figure out what I'm doing online. It's, you know, subtle. I don't know what to tell you. And then you're like, oh, okay. And there's no response, and there's no joking around. I mean, what the fuck? Are we people? Or, like, is this a social situation? Or are you just artists?
Well, so the thing is that...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so the thing is that, and maybe this is because you haven't had a normal development, that answer, in my opinion, is very strange, right? Most teenage girls that are 13, 14, 15 are going to be really aggravated if parents are going through their phones. The fact that you volunteer that information that early shows me that you guys must have had some type of, like, abnormally close relationship at that age, and then especially with him claiming that the mom is being abusive and offering no explanation for why she might be feeling the way she does, when it sounds like she had a really reasonable collection of feelings based on everything that I've been told.
Oh yeah? It was reasonable for her to say that she wanted me to commit suicide? Let's go ahead and hear that, Cope. Go ahead.
Didn't your dad say that he wanted your brother to kill himself too?
No.
Really? I could have sworn that I heard a stream where he was telling your brother to kill himself. You telling me I didn't hear him say this multiple times?
Okay, yeah, he was like, yeah, go kill yourself. But, like, my mother said I want her to commit suicide.
Sure.
That's
so
different.
I don't know
That's
the
a different
context of when your mother said that, and if she did say that, it's not acceptable. But the stress that she was feeling relating to the restaurant stuff and everything like that seemed to be totally reasonable to me, but it was presented as though she was insane. That's very strange to me.
Well, a wife is supposed to support her husband. She was resentful about the restaurant thing ever since he started it. She failed. Sorry. Maybe it wasn't her fault, but she failed as a wife. You're supposed to support your husband.
But it didn't sound like your husband, or I'm sorry, Freudian slip. It didn't sound like her husband needed support. It sounded like he needed a mom. Because it sounded like, by his own admission, that he was out back smoking cigarettes while she was trying to run everything on her own. That was his own words. Your dad said that. So it didn't seem like he was very present during the business. Yeah, go ahead.
This is back to the Steven Crowder thing. I'm not saying it's her fault, but if you undermine a man, eventually he will say like, well, I can't really access you. You're freaking out constantly. I guess I'll, you just end up in a very difficult position. I'm not saying it was her fault, but she was angry and she wanted it to be a crisis to prove to my dad that he couldn't run a business.
What was
That
she
is
doing
true.
to undermine your dad?
Well, he'd try to talk to her and say like, okay, we need to work things out. And she'd just say, no, I have to go in. I have to go in.
What do you mean work things out? Work what thing out?
Well, we need to work out this this restaurant thing is not, we need to like.
Yeah, but what was he doing to work out the restaurant? It sounds like he didn't learn any of the recipes. It sounds like he didn't find any more help besides some of the Ethiopians. Like, what was he doing to act? Because it sounds like this is just what the story you guys told me, so maybe I'm wrong. But from what you guys told me, it sounded like she was basically doing all the work on her own.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by your chat. He said his hand is literally inside her asshole and she's being puppeteered right now. Perfect, that's perfect. But yeah, no, he was running other parts. She agreed to be the manager. She wasn't the manager. And I'm not mad at her for this, but she just did all the work for these fucking people. And, she got overwhelmed by that, but she didn't manage them. And he agreed to be running the other stuff like advertising and promotions and going to events and, getting the restaurant out
Advertising
there.
and promotions and going to events? Doug, I'm not trying to be mean, but you guys are running a local restaurant. There is no such thing as going to events. Advertising is probably going to be an ad in the newspaper or maybe a WePrint or whatever website. Like, what all is he working on the side here? Managing the restaurant is going to...
You have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Catering events and advertising are a huge part of a restaurant.
Well,
you have no idea. We had tons of catering
You guys were doing
events.
catering? That was the primary thrust of your income?
No, I'm saying he was the social side of it, and she said she'd manage the, interior running of it. I don't know what to tell you. She'd manage the kitchen, essentially, and he was going to manage the front and the advertising and all the business
Hold on.
aspects
Managing
of
the front is not the same as being a restaurant manager. Was she just a supervisor or the sous chef or what? Because just being in back of house and managing back of house is not managing a restaurant.
Well, yeah, I guess I would say the back of the house. Yeah, like the kitchen. The kitchen essentially was what she was in charge of, and my dad was in charge of, the waiters and all the that kind of stuff. The front of the house stuff, the advertising, that.
Okay, you're giving me a lot of different types of jobs here. But if
it was complicated. He meant to start the restaurant to pass it off to his Ethiopian friend, but the Ethiopian friend backed out of it and he was like, I don't want to do this. So then my dad and mom were kind of like, okay, well, let's try to make this work. But she got resentful and undermined him, and he tried to make it work, and
I'm not
it eventually
understanding.
failed.
So here's what I think is happening right now, okay? And I understand this is going to sound insulting, but you keep using some of these phrases. He was undermined by her. I don't think you believe that actually happened. I don't think you witnessed that happen. I don't think you were old enough to see that happen. I think that these are things your dad has told you about her, and that's why when I'm asking you, and I'll ask you again, I'll give you an opportunity because I could be wrong, but when I ask you, how did she undermine him? I don't think you have any examples of that, because it sounds like if he was running front of house and he was manager for the restaurant and she's just like a kitchen lead, right, helping line cooks, then I don't know how any of this was her fault or how she could even undermine him.
Well, I can tell you a specific experience I had. I remember he was looking for a building to have the restaurant in, and we were walking around our neighborhood and there were a bunch of open buildings, and we were going from place to place. And he was like, wow, this could be really great. And I just remember looking at her, and she just had this look of anger on her face. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, what's wrong? It seems like Dad's trying to start something here. And she just was angry. And she got rid of it pretty quickly, but I was like, oh, okay, so she kind of thinks Dad's wrong for doing this. And then that seeped into me and all my siblings, and we all kind of thought our dad was a fucking failure for doing this restaurant that actually was a good idea. But she was angry from the start. I don't know what she was angry at. Maybe that she couldn't be a stay-at-home mom, but you're supposed to support your husband. I'm sorry, that's what you sign up for. That's what she signed up for, is to listen to your husband and support him.
So that is absolutely not what a healthy relationship looks like, even in a conservative world. You don't sign up to just acquiesce to everything your husband demands, okay? It's a partnership, number one. Number two,
No, that's not what she signed up for, and she damn well knows it. And if she was here right now, she'd tell you, no, I didn't sign up for that. I signed up for him to be the leader and me to be the supporter. She'd tell you that. Even after all this, she would tell you that. She knows what she signed up for.
Okay, Grace, okay. Number two, maybe she was unhappy because it was a bad location or she had a bad feeling about it, but it seems like it didn't work out. So were her feelings not a little bit justified?
Yeah, it didn't work out because she wasn't fucking supportive. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't understand how she's
just
just in kitchen and he's doing all front of house and he's the manager. How is she sabotaging the business solo?
Because she was angry, right? So when the employees weren't doing a good job, she would take that anger out on me and my siblings and herself, and she would just do it all instead of just saying to him like, "Look, this isn't working." She was angry at him, right? So she wanted him to feel bad and she wanted to make herself look like she was the martyr. I'm sorry. So she'd run around doing everything. All of us kids felt bad for her. We all felt like our dad was running this restaurant that wasn't failing, and he would try to talk to her, try to calm her down, try to say maybe we could work something else out, and she just was fucking pissed.
Okay, but how does that ruin the restaurant if she's only in back of house?
If a couple is running a restaurant and she's actively not managing the employees so that she can use her time effectively and then taking it out on the kids and blaming it on the dad, that business is going to fail.
Well, then it sounds to me like, wouldn't you then as the manager decide to move your wife out of that business and just hire an employee and have the wife stay at home or do something peripheral to it? Isn't that the point of being the owner or manager of the business?
Yeah, and you could make that criticism that he didn't end it soon enough. You could make that criticism. I understand that.
Well, you don't have to end it soon enough. So I'm assuming you don't know much about me. So my background is in restaurant work, right? That's what I did for 2 or 3 years at a casino. I was a supervisor in a small cafe, to be fair. Okay, so I know a little bit about how kitchens work, and I know a little bit about front of house and back house. I know a little bit about managers and sous chefs and prep work. But what I'm trying to figure out is I don't know how an angry kitchen lead, because that's what you're telling me is it sounds like now she was just like a lead for the kitchen, which I'm guessing was probably not her job, because it's pretty rare for women to be line cooks or for women to work back of house like that. Just in my personal experience, I could be wrong. I'm trying to figure out how she could have ruined everything back there, because everything you're telling me sounds to me like your dad told you that she ruined it all because he made mistakes and he doesn't want to own up to that, and he's trying to build the narrative in your eyes that your mom was self-destructive and ultimately destructive to the family. That's what I'm hearing from you. Now, if you have any concrete example for how my mom did this and that's what ruined the business, I'd be a little bit more keen to accept that at face value, but it doesn't seem like that's what I'm hearing right now. I just feel like I'm hearing a lot of anger and resentment from your dad.
All right, I can give you an example. We used to go in early, me and her, and we'd prep. We'd do prep, right?
Yep.
This was once in a while, maybe on weekends, right? And I'd sit there and I'd make these fucking things called sambusas. They were like Indian wraps, sort of, whatever. So she would sit there and she'd go down to make the bread, and then she'd come back up and she'd scream at me and she'd go, "You didn't fucking make those right?" And she'd throw them or whatever. And I kind of thought like, okay, I'm being bad, I'm not paying attention or whatever. Now, it's her responsibility in that situation to either say, this isn't working for me and I needed to make a change, or, you know what, I'm going to calm down and make this a healthy relationship between me and my daughter. It's not okay to take that out on your daughter, whether you have a problem with your husband or not, right? So you have to admit, there was some abuse from her. She was angry and she took it out on me. I think she was wrong to be angry, but whether you want to say she was wrong or right, she was angry and she took it out on her kids, and you shouldn't do that.
Would you say then, okay, I can, sure. So when she thought that you were making mistakes in the back of the house, instead of her trying to find a way to work together with you to kind of come to some resolution for things, she would basically just start throwing stuff around, being very demeaning towards you, talking shit. She wasn't kind of ever working towards solutions.
Yeah, I remember one time I was upstairs and I fell asleep with my baby sister on my lap, and my baby sister fell off, and I was 11 years old at the time, and she screamed at me. She said I was gonna kill my sister, and you wouldn't believe the guilt that I felt for that, right? Because I was up late and everything. Okay, you shouldn't do that to your kids. Even if your problem is with your husband, you shouldn't take it out on your kids. Now, I don't think her problem was with my dad. I think her problem was that, you know, she wasn't ready to be a supportive wife. But either way, you'd have to admit, that's not okay to do. And my dad didn't do shit like that. He was just distant.
Yeah, so I agree with what you're saying now, okay? And I'm believing these feelings. They sound real to me, right? You're saying that she fucking screamed, that she threw things, that she was shouting at you, and that it's not fair for her to take that out on you. When you were defending Steven Crowder's treatment of Hillary, I thought you said that the only thing that mattered was that what he was saying was being correct. Because you were saying there that him talking rudely or using a condescending tone didn't rise to the level of abuse. But now it sounds to me like the only thing your mom really did was said that, like, hey, the way that you put this food together was incorrect. But based on the tone she used or the way she treated you, it feels like you did feel like that was abusive, no?
No, she was wrong to... It wasn't my fault, the things I was doing. I was trying my best.
Sure.
It wasn't my fault. She was wrong to just be so harsh on me. She was wrong to do that.
Sure.
But also she was wrong to... Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, if I had a clip, you know, she wasn't always like this, but sometimes when she was really upset...
Yeah, I believe you. I'm just saying that it seems that, like...
Her tone would also be abusive, yeah?
Yeah, but it sounds to me like the big thing you're focusing on here is that she made you feel bad because of how aggressive she was, because she was screaming and throwing things. It really didn't have much to do exactly with what she was saying to you, but it was more just kind of her approach and tone to everything is what felt abusive, which, by the way, is a totally fine position to take. I would agree that it is.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oh, Ryan! Oh.
Have you seen my bear Tivers?
And you just decided to text me now? Bruh, I don't hear Discord messages. Fuck that shit. Why am I playing against a Varus mid?
Minions have spawned.
I never play with matches. Don't be a scaredy cat.
What was so bad about it? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Sir Mix-a-Lot was there? Okay. That's a little crazy. Yeah. Oh, am I just dead here? I have to fly. Yeah, that's brutal. That is, just okay. That sucks. Yeah, it's like was my favorite part of. No, the rides are the best part of the fair, and those definitely focus. It's so like I wonder what it must be a problem with like the ride company that like brings the rides there that like they just won't buy new rides. Oh, okay, yeah, that is. Oh yeah. I think it's been shitty like that before. Yeah.
Don't be a scaredy cat.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I felt like the vendors, even when I was a teenager, were like, that's brutal. The quality of the fair is not good. Even yes. Even when the casino gave out free fair tickets, I wouldn't go because I just didn't feel like it was worth my time. That's wild. How are you packed and still have old food on the grill? Yeah, our Friday and Saturday weren't that busy because of the fair. But that's normal. I expected it. I didn't even know the fair was in town. Until I drive to work. And I'm like, why are there cars on the right side of the road? Oh! Yeah, dude, there's, like, not much to do. But, like, do the buses run? Are there still buses to get to the fair? Or did they discontinue that? Because that was like part of the most fun that I had. I just like would like walk to like a bus stop. Dude, I fucking hate how much the league client, like how long it takes to like pop up. It's fucking wild.
An ally has been
Oh no! I couldn't get my last stun off. Oh, 1 HP! 1 HP! Nice. But yeah, I've been going to class last 3 days or something. So I've just been wake up, gym, work, or gym training, work, sleep for the past 3 days. So this is my first. Yeah, no classes Saturday or Sunday, Monday. So or Wednesday through what? Yeah, it's just Wednesday through Saturday. Yeah, it's just Wednesday through Saturday. That's what I have training. So that's 4 days, right? Yes! That combo is so good! Oh, man. How was work this week for you? Or is everybody happy to see you? Yeah. other travel nurse, basically. It's so funny. Yes. Quick little double, dude. Oh, but I give my turret for it? That's kind of lame. How does no one go... Yeah, I was playing a few games of Overwatch earlier. Just playing some DPS, just chilling. Not, not well. I think I went like 2 and 3 or something like that.
Are we there yet?
I'll probably play some more after I get done with this game.
Come out wherever. Won that game. Let's go. Alright, back to Overwatch.
Yeah. Okay. Bruh. Yeah, I'm done. Okay.
Or if somebody's tone, but her content was all the content of what she was saying to me was wrong.
The
She
content
was
of
wrong
saying you
to
were
blame
making
me.
these things incorrect. Were you making them correctly and she was just wrong on that? Did you as an 11 or 12-year-old know how to put these together perfectly and she was just making up problems?
She was blaming me for something that I was not responsible for. It was super early in the morning. I was trying my best, and she took out her anger on me for not doing it perfectly.
Yeah, I agree. But you were making a
So
mistake.
she was wrong.
Sure, I agree.
Oh, bro.
What's your emergency?
Hello, 911. Yes, I need a paramedic ASAP to my
I
house. My mom.
fucking I went to Sherm's because I was like, dude, I wonder if they still have the 98 cents zero cal or like the zero sugar rock stars. And so I go back and I look and it's $1.08. And I'm like, well, if I buy 48 of them, then what is that, like $4.80 more than I would have paid like 2 weeks ago? It's like, I can afford that. So, so I can buy 48, which is 4 cases. And so I will just now perpetually forever have energy drinks at home. So.
Welcome to reality.
Oh wow. Yeah. Well, how many ounces are those? The witch's beers.
We're in this together. All of us. Plan to win, or expect to lose.
Whatever awaits us, I am prepared.
Your work is a hypothesis. You count on me?
Yeah, I'm
I
down.
count on
I'm
you.
down 1 game today. I'm down like 19%. If I win this one, I'm ahead of the rest.
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
They're pushing the payload. Cut them off.
Dodge this.
Come here to get healed.
I've been wanting to play Valorant.
Railgun charge.
Problem with CS is, yeah, I feel like there's just
I'm on my way.
Breaking them down.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Railgun powered and ready to fire. That feels much better.
Yeah.
Disrupting. What am I missing? Your end is within my reach. Not so fast.
Oh, he's one. Nice. Good job.
Breaking them down.
Nah, you don't hold that, little buddy. You just I need the press your key button. What was that? I just lagged so hard. I don't know. I probably, like, usually what happens when I want to play a game is, like, I'll play, like, literally one game, and then I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. On, Valorant. Yeah, I want to play, like, a different FPS. Usually that's how it goes. Like, League's nice because it's like a different, like, style of game. Like, I kind of want to play Super Vibe right now.
Hitting the ground running.
It's like a battle royale MOBA, and it's lit. But I just haven't kept it up yet. I've had it downloaded for like a week. So I probably played this.
Keep them off a little longer.
I have some time.
Clear out.
I hate not having time to play games.
Coming through.
This sucks. I have 10 more weeks.
This ends now.
But,
Who's next?
like, literally yesterday after training, I was like, I'm so glad we have 10 more weeks. Because, yeah. Because sometimes, yeah, it's just super complicated. Like, I come out of that game feeling just fucking retarded. Like, my hands, like, are on a live table are, like, just the most dexterous things, like, imagine. And then, as soon as I, like, stand in front of the craps game, I'm just like, are they broken? Like, did I smash them with a hammer? And then I look at a bet, and it's like, alright, you have to pay this one 6 to 5, this one 2 to 1, and you have to pay 13 to 7 on this bet. And you're just like, why? Fucking, why do I have to do that?
I'll see this matter resolved.
You have my attention.
Hello there.
Yeah, just to get out of the pit. Like,
Let's do better.
part of it is to get out of the pit, and part of it is to, like, maybe I can go to days. There's some days. Yeah, right. Like, they have a bunch of dumb double standard rules, but, like, one of the new double standard rules they implemented was you need to know all the games to go to days, to move from swing shift to days.
Breaking them down.
And so, when I get craps, because I don't need it, when I get it, then they won't have an excuse not to. Like, if there's a position open, and I want it, then they should move me. So. Yeah. It's the most complicated, the new standard they have for learning the game is you have to have all the other games. And I was gonna throw a fit, if one of my coworkers was allowed to take a class. Because he doesn't have one of the games. So I was gonna be like, why do I have to learn Bach if he doesn't have to learn roulette to take the class? This is bullshit. Why are there standards for thee and not for me? Fuck you, pricks. They have some of those.
I'm on my game now.
Oh yeah, I just won that one. Are you gonna stream for me?
Play of the game.
I gotta send some text messages, so I could watch. I could watch you if you stream to me, buddy. Okay.
Her tone was incorrect. The way that she was approaching was incorrect. She probably.
I'm just falling down the stairs. She's not breathing. Please. Hurry, please.
Okay, what's the address? We had a paramedics right on your way.
5435 Brookdale Avenue. Please hurry up.
That's my ex's house. Ashley?
How do you know my name? Dooley.
Sorry, me don't speak English.
You on the phone, Dooley?
You're breaking up. I can't hear you. Damn, your mother gonna die. Oh, shit.
Cheater, so they're gonna
Get him in a lot more.
Oh. That was a good gift, Fran.
more patient. I don't disagree. Remember, I said earlier, your mom's probably abusive too. It usually, in these types of really weird situations, multiple parties are at fault. It's not just one party. So I'm not going to sit here and argue that your mom was a perfect person, but it feels strange to me that you were so much more eager to defend Steven Crowder's point of view on everything, whereas for your mom, you were very focused when you described that to me on tone and not on content. You weren't telling me that she was calling me a horrible daughter, she was saying these evil things to me. The quotes that I wrote from you is that she fucking screamed, she threw things, she shouted at me, she shouldn't take this out on me. Those were the feelings that you had at the time, and they seem to be related more to her tone than anything she actually said to you.
Well, if you want to talk about that, Steve.
Yeah. Let me see this shit. Yeah, you're doing well. Do you want help, or do you just want to be frustrated? Alright. Let's fucking see this shit.
Select your hero.
So unlucky. Go cap for your team.
Choose heroes to ban.
Nice. Now go take position behind the pillar. Nice. Oh. It's better just to leave the baby diva at him back. You don't need to kill her. The longer she's out of mech form, the better for you. Good target prio. Nice. Okay, just reset here. Just reset.
We're in this together.
Look for your team.
All of us.
Okay, your team's feeding.
A less honorable place is difficult to imagine.
Dude, it looks like she's in a different mech here.
Plan to win, or expect to lose.
Oh, try to live, try to live, try to live.
With each step, my burden lightens.
I'm in my game now.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
They're moving the payload. Shut it down. Breaking them down.
Thanks for the help.
Disrupting.
Not so fast.
Nice, big.
Helping you out. Might have to adjust my approach.
Breaking them down.
Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
Thanks. Railgun charge. Area denied.
pillar in the middle on the left.
Sorry.
Yeah, play around
Hitting the
this
ground running.
Enemy in sight. Targeting hostile.
Watching your back. Clear out. Railgun powered and ready to fire. Eyes on a target.
Their payload's on the move. Stop them.
Thanks for the help.
Over there.
Dodge this.
Minor perk unlocked.
This ends now. Target down. Cooling down.
No! Fuck. Oh,
What am I missing?
Team kill.
nice, good shit. Yes?
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Can your team carry? Ah.
Not so fast.
Riddle, dude. I wish I would have seen that like the second to last.
I'm on my game now. Thanks.
It's the after service. Reporting.
You make it too easy.
Come on, pretty
Efficient design at work.
No more safe day.
What was that? Can you go to the replay and show me that last? The second to last step. Click on your name.
Railgun charge. Disrupting.
Yeah, just click on the
Dodge this. This ends now.
Yes. Yeah, no. So yeah.
Cybernetics
If you,
regulated.
the last step of the game is you killing both supports and then losing. So I want to see the death right before that. There's no markers or anything. But yeah, this looks like it. This looks like it. But I'm trying to watch. Okay, I'm good.
Gonna need a new paint job after this.
Your carry is here.
Tactical visor activated.
They're moving the payload. Shut it down.
Alright, go back to the beginning. Oh wait, why are you're still fighting this? You're still alive? No, this is fine. This is fine. Just keep playing. Man, that sucks.
Select your hero.
We're in this together. All of us.
Stay sharp. It's harder to keep you alive when you're distracted.
It is surprising that you would resist freedom for Omnix. I'd heard you championed our cause.
Maybe my optics need calibrating, because I don't see any freedom in indoctrination. Can I get some healing? Gonna need a new paint job after this. Dodge this. Maximum firepower, good effect. I'd stay down.
That's a cool Juno skin. Is that the
Area
legendary?
denial.
The mythic one? I want that goddamn. I want that goddamn skin.
Railgun charge. Precision and control. Efficient design at work. Stay down.
Yeah, you do a pretty good job most of the time of the basics. So I don't know. Maybe you need to start thinking about like what's the next critical fight.
Over there. Over there. Over there.
Railgun powered and ready to fire.
I don't think you do the noob thing of like
Not so fast.
walk. You might do it. I just don't know. I haven't watched quite enough. You know, if you do the I can't hit this person, so I need to walk forward at him. Do you feel like you ever do that?
No
Yeah.
time for games. Let's move this
Like,
thing.
because if they're closer, it's easier to hit them. If you ever find yourself doing that, it's really that bad. And I might have seen a little bit of it, just from your position.
Area denial.
In that very last fight.
Clear out. Railgun charge.
No. You should just, like, try to hit him from like a good position. Like if you're on like the high ground, but you're just like struggling to just like hit them, lock on the target and hit them, like yeah, you shouldn't move forward. You should just like, oh fuck, my aim sucks right now. Let's keep trying to hit these shots.
I want that payload moving. Stat.
I would ult this right now.
Area denied.
Fuck.
If they won't quit, neither will I.
Disrupted. No time for games. Let's move this thing.
Ooh.
I'm on fire.
Got him.
Not so fast. What this ends now. Cooling down.
Fuck.
What am I missing?
An enemy here.
30 seconds.
Ooh. Oh man, you got it. Yeah, hell yeah.
Payload stalled. Get on it.
Hello there.
Disrupting.
You might be able to advise her and just win this. Oh no, never mind. What were you trying to do there? What were you trying to do? Like, why did you just sprint at him? Oh, why'd you give up? You had that. I would advise her. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah, there we go. Shadows are useful. Yeah, there we go, Ryan. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, there's more on. Yep. Oh man. I don't know how to improve it, but your visors need to be better. Holy. Maybe that's what's holding you back so hard. Your visor. Yeah, but like it was like you struggled to get to there. Like it was painful. And why'd you give up that fight on the Freya when you were 1v1ing her? You totally win that. Like if you like just sit behind like the what is that, the park bench before while you reload, you just totally win against her. But yeah, your visors need work. Can I just play one tank game and get plat on tank? Can I do that? I probably can't play Doomfist, but
Select a map.
I guess we go Thravatha or Circuit Royale maybe. Oh, okay. I want to play Sigma on this map.
Select your hero. Select hero bands.
Oh, I finally found a way to pirate this movie that I've been wanting to watch. So I'm gonna watch that movie at some point today, whether it's after work or not. The Demon Slayer movie.
Why seek answers when we do?
Because fucking when Japan comes out with a movie, they have like some fucking crazy compulsion not to release it anywhere else. They're like, we just don't want to make money. Fucking cocksuckers. Those goddamn Japanese supremacists.
Don't lie away with my heart.
Type echo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What do you vote for here? I vote for Oasis. Oh, why did I do that? I feel like she was very impressive. He's just gonna Okay, so this is how you beat this game. Oh, I don't have rock for this. Oh, he's just hitting more shots on me, I feel like.
Was there a miscalculation?
And I'm not putting enough pressure on his DPS to make him fuck off.
I think I see the evidence.
Oh, fuck, I missed it.
The barrier cannot withstand. Barrier has been overwhelmed.
So I cleared exactly.
splintering. Actuating the barrier. Barrier unsuccessful.
Oh, I almost killed her. No, I just didn't have grasp up early enough. Damn. Oh, there's.
It seems I lost my balance.
Hi, you're blasting off!
The barrier appears. Hostile mark. Returning presence.
Oh, fuck.
You see but a fraction of the universe.
Damn.
Ah, a revelation was within my reach.
We just have to back up, actually.
Venture here.
Return to me. My barrier is gone. Barrier is splintering. The barrier has fallen. The barrier is weak. Returning presence.
Oh no, I should have deployed. Fuck! Oh, my team carries. Let's go. I think I played that really well, though. I'm very pleased with myself.
The barrier cannot withstand my fall.
Oh! Oh! Fuck. I fucked up. I died. Oh, I only have 23%? Oh, that sucks.
Back from the brink once more.
Oh my god. They capped with 4 minutes. That's pretty brutal, my guy.
You must be more cautious. Does this mean I can take them off now? The barrier appears. Let them up. Barrier is splintering. Barrier has been overwhelmed. The universe is... The payload moves. Now to monitor its progress. No one escapes gravity. No one.
Oh, we full capped. Let's fucking go.
0. Switching sides.
Oh.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Why seek answers when we do?
I wonder if I really tried to play tank, how high I could get.
Just one more mission.
I haven't really tried to play this fucking shit in a long time.
Must defend this universe from woe. I believe in our power.
Actuating the barrier.
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
The barrier is weakened. Barrier has been overwhelmed.
Oh, I'm dead. Fuck. So if I ever use kinetic grasp, he's gonna rock me and then they're gonna rush me.
Through hardships to the stars.
Good to know. So I can't use grasp unless I have rock, right? Or unless they've used rock. Oh no! Oh no! Fuck, I'm useless! I didn't hit anything there! Fuck! Did you lose that game? Damn.
Enemy contact.
Brutal.
It seems I lost my balance.
The Iron War is watching over you.
You know what I do when I'm hungry?
Actuating the barrier.
What time is it? It's like 4 o'clock.
The barrier has fallen.
That's what time. Oh, I can't play Reinhardt.
Back from the brink once more.
I was just gonna swap Reinhardt and see if I could run this guy down. But Reinhardt's running down. Why then?
Now, to begin again.
Group up here. I require.
Oh, I missed that? Dude. Damn. I'm just gonna swap Marissa then.
Nanoboost administered.
Group up. Group up here. Group up here. I am unbreakable.
I am trying to charge my full support ulcer. Oh, almost. Oh, what? Oh, I get rocked. Visor is not good for us. We have no supports now. Not cool. I touch. I touch. I'm a toucher.
Score 3-3. Switching sides.
My task is not yet finished. We find strength or else.
I tried the chicken nuggets you suggested, but why are they shaped like dinosaurs?
That is what makes them superior.
Glad I made enough to not have to count my bullets this time.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Escort mobilizing with the payload.
Oh, I feel like this map is struggling to keep people up.
Behind the barrier.
I might have gone a little too aggressive there. And I definitely didn't press shift, so that was my fault. That last death was my fault. I can't blame you.
3-3. Switching sides. Only in unity will we find strength.
Oh, looking sharp, Arisa. Evie get you some new tech?
Yes. Defending Numbani has earned us the resources to greatly improve my systems.
Oh, too cool. Give us some props for me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Stop the pain. Our enemies have commandeered the payload.
Oh!
Get behind the barrier.
We did just use window, which kind of sucks. Ooh, that's a long cooldown. I didn't realize how long fortified cooldown was. That's really important ability. I can't wait.
Got you in my sights.
I hope he can stand with me. Over here! Terra Surge ready! My ultimate is ready!
Oh no! Oh no! Did I fucking throw? Oh, my Genji gets one. My Genji gets two. My Reaper gets one. Oh, it's over. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I did totally throw though. I fucking threw so hard. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Ugh, my team carry is there. Let's go. Holy shit. Ryan, guess how much I gained for winning that tank game? 65. Oh my god, that's fucking crazy.